At Lone Depot Park in Miami, the New York Mets play the Miami Marlins. Opening week is presented by Front Door. Tommy Pham in left field. Mark Canha only had 2 at-bats as a DH last year. He's going to DH in Game 2 of the season against the left-hander. Tomas Nido gets his first start.
Strikes out almost 11 batters every 9 innings. And last year, only Nestor Cortez was the only other left-hander that allowed a lower batting average against than Luzardo.
Grounded toward the hole on the left side. Birdie giving ground. Makes the hurried throw, and he gets him by a stride. Nice play by Birdie for the first out of the game.
Boy, he had to get on his horse. He had no time for any extra movement.
It looked like he slipped a little bit because he couldn't get enough on the throw.
They're going to challenge. Let's see.
He's safe.
Yeah, it's not in the web.
That's close.
I don't think it's in the webbing.
Didn't make contact with the inside of the leather, which is what it has to be before the foot hits the bag. Ball still in the air.
He's safe.
Yep.
Upon review, the call on the field stands. The runner is out. New York loses their challenge.
So there you go.
Well, it was just close as it can get.
Well,
Harris, don't worry.
And Starling pops one up in his shallow right field. Arias retreating out of the outfield grass and puts it away, 2 out. Third straight full count for Luzardo, and he strikes out Lindor to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Mets. Hyundai starting lineup for the Marlins. 38-year-old Yuli Gurriel, who's only played for the Astros in his major league career. Now a Marlin, gets his Skip Schumacher tries again for his first win as a big league skipper, and David Peterson gets the start for the Mets.
Well, those are his numbers from last year. I mentioned in the 3 years he's made 43 starts.
And Arias takes it low, ball 4.
Close. Good at bat.
Be around. 3-1 coming. And shot down to first. Great play, Alonso. Taps the bag. The throw to second. In time for the double play. Oh, wow. Alonso allowed that ball to take him right to the bag. Tapped it with the glove, and Lindor with the tag to get Arias for the 3-3-6 double play.
Wow, that had double written all over it. Nice play by Pete. That was a bullet.
Stick in the mud. Little loop around to right. Marte comes over toward the line and can't make the catch. Cooper digging for second. He's going to turn. He's going to try for 3. The relay by McNeil will not be in time. Well, Marte took a bad route to that ball, but it looked like he got there in time. It just ticked off his glove and wound up in the corner. Chisholm hits it right back to Peterson. So a couple of hard hit balls in the inning, but Peterson escapes. And this one's hit out to right center field. Hit well. Back in the gap goes Chisholm, back near the wall, and over comes Soler to make a terrific catch.
Wow.
Jorge Soler came out of nowhere to make a great play to rob Alonso of an extra base hit. And he goes down swinging, and that'll do it for the inning. McNeil had not struck out in his last 12 games dating back to last year, but he strikes out his first time up tonight. No score in the second. Well, Jorge Soler leading off in the bottom of the second inning. It's the first pitch from David Peterson into the greenery above the right center field fence and gives the Marlins a 1-0 lead. And Soler, who made that great catch to rob Alonso, putting his stamp on this game early. And you know what, Ronnie? Yeah. You dropped a Vlad Guerrero on him before. He looked like Vlad swinging.
He did.
Didn't he?
He really did.
Alonso with the flip to Peterson, and they get Garcia for the first down. Numbers fell off last year during the regular season, but Gurriel had a great postseason for the world champion Astros, and he starts his Marlins career with a base hit. And he bounces one toward the hole, past Alonso and into right field. Gurriel will go first to third. Marte throwing across the diamond, and Gurriel is safe. So Fortes goes the other way, bounces it just past the reach of Alonso. Third hit of the inning for the Marlins. First and third and 1 out. Peterson ahead on the count, 1-2. And Birdie goes down swinging on the back foot slider. That's a big strikeout for Peterson.
hit the ball on the ground.
And he rips that one down to Pete. He handles it and makes the play to end the inning. And Peterson able to minimize the damage after Soler's leadoff home run. 1-0 Marlins.
That's evocative of Miami.
Tommy Pham check swings one, and Luzardo tags him out, 2 out. And while we're on the subject, you know, this ballpark was built during the tenure of Jeff. He's still part of the team. Nito goes around for strike 3, and it's 3 perfect innings for Jesus Luzardo, who picks up his 3rd strikeout. 1-0 Miami. And Segura chases one way out of the strike zone. And there's strikeout. That happened in the afternoon. That's lined the other way. Cooper's got his 2nd hit of the day.
They are definitely, they had their meeting.
And he strikes out Chisholm. 2 strikeouts in the inning, 3 for the night for Peterson, 2 down. That's lined over short and caught! Oh, Lindor timing the leap perfectly on a seed hit by Soler. Beautiful play by Lindor to end the inning. Luzardo's 2-2. And Nimmo hits that sharply on the ground. Arrives with a nice backhand play and throws him out, 1 away. That's 10 up and 10 down for Jesus Luzardo to experience it. That's lined the other way, and Marte has the Mets' first hit of the night. So after Luzardo had retired the first 10, Marte takes him the other way for a 1-out single. Marte runs. The pitch is low. Fortes's throw into the runner, and the tag made beautifully by Arise, and they get Marte for the 2nd out.
Strong throw from Fortes.
Yeah, Marte stumbled on his start. That's why Fortes had a chance. I won't repeat that one.
Cut.
That's ball 4. So the Mets have a 2-out base runner, Luzardo's first walk of the night. But that's clearly the game plan, and he rolls this one slowly. Luzardo comes off the mound and throws him out to end the inning. Let's get their first base runners, but can't convert. 1-0 Marlins in the 4th.
Become more of a pull hitter.
And he strikes out on the changeup from Peterson. That's 4 strikeouts for David. And that's the first out of the 4th. And we check in with.
Well, I've got a game today. And they said, oh, David, you don't have to play. As Nimmo races in and makes the diving grab on Gurriel, 2 away. But so they said, David, you don't need to play in the game later today. And he said, no, I'm going to play.
Not quite sure of their spot in the rotation, but they're both being counted on heavily now. Swinging 3-0, and Fortes bounces one to Escobar. And Peterson's got his first 1-2-3 inning of the night. And Canna takes low ball 4, and the Mets have a leadoff man on for the first time tonight. Neal struck out his first time up. And he hits a comebacker, a chance for 2. The turn by Birdie for the 1-6-3 double play. 2-2 coming. And he strikes out Escobar with high heat. 4th strikeout for Luzardo halfway through. 1-0 Marlins. 4 strikeouts over the first 4 innings for Peterson, who's working quickly, and it's a broken bat liner into center field, and Birdie's got a leadoff hit. So John Birdie, last year's National League stolen base champ, is aboard to start the bottom of the 5th. Drag bunt, beautifully done. Alonso can't make a play, and Arise has himself a bunt single to put 2 men on. So Luis Arise, who has really, and he struck him out. He went out of the strike zone with a fastball and got Segura to chase for a big, and he shoots one toward that hole. Alonso has it go off his glove and into right field, trying to score his Birdie. McNeil's throw to the plate, and Birdie is out. What a play by McNeil! After Alonso allowed it to trickle off his glove, Birdie never stopped coming around third, and McNeil knew who was running and was on it like a squirrel on an acorn. And he bounces one down to Alonso, and Peterson gets through trouble again. Alonso and Lindor and now McNeil all with tremendous defensive plays to keep this a 1-0 game. And a fastball gets Nito looking. And that's 5 strikeouts for Luzardo, who continues to hold the Mets at bay. And that's ball 4. And Nimmo's aboard with a 2-out walk. That's stroked out to right. That's falling fast. It's going to be down for a base hit. Nimmo goes first to third. Marte's got his second hit of the night. And the Mets have runners at the corners with Lindor coming up. There goes Marte. And no throw by Fortes. Marte pulls in at second base standing with his second stolen base of the year.
I think that we're going to see a lot of this from Marte this season.
And Lindor takes inside ball 4, and that'll load him up. So after 2 out and nobody on, 2 base hits sandwiching a Marte hit. And let's see if they bring in the right-hander to face Alonso.
Yeah,
I got to think you make the move here.
It's going to happen.
JT Chagua, who pitched last night, is up in the bullpen, and here comes Schumacher. And Luzardo, who was so good for the first 5 2/3, hit a wall here in the 6th. And Alonso gets a slider, hits it out to center. Back goes Chisholm, and he gets there in front of the warning track to reel it in and retire the side. He got a pitch to hit and hit it hard, but Chisholm was there, and the Mets strand 3. And Soler hits it sharply through the hole, and he's got his second hit of the night. Well, Soler's hit 3 bullets in this game.
He looks sharp. He looks sharp tonight. Got to put that back pocket in.
It has been a well-traveled career now for Hunter. Is 36. This one's flied out to center, and Nimmo has a beat on it, back on the warning track.
Wow.
And he puts it away, 1 out. Tagging at first is Soler, heading to second, and he'll make it safely. Good base running by Soler. And he chops one to short, trying to advance Soler. Lindor will let him go and make the throw, and a good stretch by Alonso, and they get Gurriel at first for the second out. Bouncing ball for Lindor. He grabs the hop and throws out Fortes, inning over. Leadoff single. Soler's left stranded at third after 6, 1-0. And there's call strike 3 as he gets him looking at a slider. And Canna's retired for the first out. And the slider hit on the ground down to first, handled by Gurriel. Chagua covers. It's a 1-2-3 inning. And the Mets have been stymied again. And Arise taps one. Hunter off the mound, slaps the tag. By contrast, you know who did it the most? That's a chopper to short for Lindor. And that'll retire the side. Gabe Kapler in San Francisco used pitchers back-to-back days 120 times.
Wow.
And Dylan Floro, who had a really nice year for the Marlins last year, will pitch the 8th.
You know, it's his 3rd year after being acquired from the Dodgers. Floro.
And he gets one in the air to shallow right center. Angling on the ball, Soler and Chisholm dives and can't make the catch. Vogelbach into second base with a double. Well, these first 2 games, the growing pains have been enormous for Jazz Chisholm learning how to play center field, and the Mets take advantage. A pop fly double for Vogelbach, and the Mets have the tying run at second, and LeCastro will come in to pitch run. Nimmo's 0 for 2 and a walk today. And Brandon hits one in the air to center field, but this one's playable for Chisholm. LeCastro tagging at second. Chisholm makes the catch, and LeCastro will stay put. 2 out. Marte shoots one the other way, coming on Soler. He dives, and he made the catch. Wow. Tremendous play by Jorge Soler, his second outstanding catch of the game. The Mets used their entire bench trying to rally in the 8th inning, only to be denied on another great play by Jorge Soler. And the fastball hit out to right field, and Marte is right there waiting for it. 1 out. 2-1 coming. And Chisholm turns it around and drills it into the seats in right field. Second deck shot by Chisholm to make it a 2-0 Marlins lead. First hit of the year for Chisholm, and it was a bolt into the second deck. And now the Marlins with a little bit of breathing room. It's 2-0 Miami. Now Avancio Garcia with 2 out. It's the slider in the air to right. This one's playable for Marte. And Starling drifts and grabs, and that retires the side, and we head to the 9th. That's down 2-0. Lindor, Alonso, and Canadu up against the enormous Mr. Puck.
6-7-inch southpaw.
0-2 from Puck. And he struck him out on 3 pitches. High heat from A.J. Puck to get Lindor for the first out. Puck and Alonso played together at the University of Florida, and Pete flies one deep to right field. Garcia back on the warning track, right at the wall. It's out of here. Pete Alonso goes the other way for his first home run of the season and cuts the Marlins lead in half. It's now 2-1. First pitch against his old Gator teammate, and Alonso loses one to the opposite field to break up the shutout. Deep breaths from Puck, the 0-2. And Canna goes down swinging. So a couple of three-pitch strikeouts sandwiched around the Alonso home run, and with that, the Mets are down to their final out. 0-2 coming from Puck. And McNeil rolls one to the right side. Arise gets to his left, throws on McNeil, and the ball game comes to an end. The Marlins get Skip Schumacher his first win as a big league manager. Jorge Soler with a home run and two great catches. Jazz Chisholm with a home run. Pete Alonso's home run, not enough. And the Marlins even up the series, winning tonight 2-1.